What's going on, family? What's going on, family? What's going on, family? I'm just thankful that God allowing me to still have a beating heart and the opportunity to make another video. I'm truly thankful for that. And God would definitely open the opportunity for you. You know, like in this program, yes, it's true. You can get blackballed. Yes, it's true with the jobs. There's a bunch of competition going on with the jobs. Yes, it is true. It, like if you looking for a job or you can't maintain a job, most of that is orchestrated. Like if you a TI, the main thing of what they do is they make it hard for you to maintain a job. They do all type of irritation tactics. They do all type of things that try to make you feel uncomfortable. But once you reach a certain level, you just try to adapt to the uncomfortability. You got to find creative ways to keep you going, to keep you motivated, and you got to adapt. Now, when it gets severe, because I know every time, every work day, there is a period where it's like hot. It gets severe. A lot of people have it's a certain energy. You know what I mean? A darkness energy, and once that darkness energy and you can peep it, you just try your best to adapt and just do what you can do and work and stay out of people's way. And sometimes you got to be, extra nice, extra smooth to try to balance out that darkness, that dark energy. You know what I'm saying? And if it pushed you out of a job, like say if somehow it slowed down your finances or, you know what I'm saying? If your finances is flowing, then you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to find ways to get you some sleep. You got to find ways to eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because don't think you being in this program, you could just eat junk food. Now, I'm not saying junk food is a sin. I'm not one of those people that, you shouldn't eat pork and all that stuff right there, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? You know, it's not what goes into a man's mouth that defiles the man. It's what comes out of the man's heart that defiles a man. That was the words of Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? And also in the book of Acts, it states, I think Peter stated it, that, we can eat anything except for tortured animals. That's one. Tortured animals. That's one. Like animals that you actually seen tormented. You shouldn't eat from that. The second thing is drinking blood. You know what I'm saying? Who drinks blood? Only people that's performing some ritualistic act drinks blood. You know what I'm saying? Are some real dark, satanic, occult type people drink blood. Third thing, do not eat food that's been offered to idols. You know what I'm saying? So basically, don't eat paganistic type food. If you have knowledge that there is a certain holiday or certain things that's been offered to other gods or paganistic, then you have to be wise to not try to eat food that's, coming from, holidays. You know what I mean? Like certain people may ask, well, can I eat candy on Halloween? Well, isn't that food being offered to other gods? So you have to do your research on these holidays and stuff like that, and just be careful on the food that you intake. That's the only thing. But other than that, it's just like junk food. If you working, junk food is cool, but too much junk food is not good for your body. You know what I'm saying? You want to get things in your body that's giving your cells the proper nutrients, the proper oxygen, the proper metabolism to give you energy. You know what I'm saying? And then you need rest. You definitely need rest, to give you a clear mind and energy to reset and go at it the next day. You know what I'm saying? And try to put healthy stuff in you. And that's the main thing. With getting jobs, it's not easy. You have to keep applying. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep You have to keep looking. You know, if they're blackballing you from a lot of the main corporation jobs and stuff like that, then if you have a church that you go to, or you might have to connect with some type of community, um, you have to connect with somebody. And once somebody sees your heart, usually followers of God. Once, because at 9 demons, there's one angel. The work may not be easy. You know what I mean? Like getting connected with followers of God, they probably might not give you uh, a easy, laid back office job or a job like you connected with the darkness, but they'll give you'll get a job. You know what I'm saying? You just have to talk and verbalize not only on the internet, but also the people, who goes to church, uh, you know, basically in some type of religious setting. You know what I'm saying? Followers of God. Like if people know your work ethic, or people see that you actually will work, that they'll work with you. You know what I mean? The program can't stop that. Now, the program, what they can do, they can crowd you with a lot of gang stalkers, no matter what job you go, even if you work under the table. You feel me? They're gonna be there. You can't. There's no place, there's no business that you can go where they're not even a religious setting that they're not gonna be there, family. They're gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So you can't dodge the fact that you have to continually see the elephant in the room. I see it every day. I go through it every day, but I don't make the situation worse for me, because if I think about it, if I let it creep into my mind and play back over and over and over, it's going to take away my energy. It's going to take away my focus. And it's just like the blessings are there. Don't let this darkness get so overwhelming where you don't see the light. Like I said, family, don't let the darkness get so overwhelming where you don't see the light. Use your situation the best way you can. So if you have a situation where you're going to a church, or you have somebody that's of light around you, that, you know what I mean, not just no broke person off the streets, you know what I'm saying, but actually a person that's established in some type of business, you know what I'm saying, but they may be of the program, but, they're followers of God. Their characteristics is, even though they do the tactics, they still have a uplifting type characteristic. People will give you opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might just have to find it at your church, a local church. You know what I mean? Or you never know the people, you don't know the people that you work with. You can't just assume that everybody's demonic. You know what I mean? Like it might be a person that goes to church regularly and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? And just by you connecting with them, they could be a manager connecting with them. And guess what? They'll boom, they'll hook you up. You just gotta sometimes just talk with people. And I know that's hard in the program and stuff like that, but you just gotta talk to people. People, like, they'll give you opportunity. Don't give up on putting applications. Yes, it's gonna be hard. You know what I mean? I put a lot of applications on Indeed, and I got a lot of no's. Went to interviews, they wasted my time. Interviews after interviews, they made it seem like they was gonna call me, but never called me. So it was just like false hope, false dream. But it didn't deter me. It didn't stop my motivation. It just, once you know what you really want and what you're trying to work for, and you're not just trying to settle for, not making no money, you be thankful. You pray. That's another thing. Pray. Pray to God. Pray that God opens that opportunity and opens that door, and step out on faith. Keep praying. You know what I'm saying? Anything is possible with God. And sometimes it seems really hard. Like, wow, the program is really getting shiesty. They're really, when it gets like that, that's when it's like you need to get that one-on-one time with God. When the program is doing something, when they're going above and beyond, it's usually some type of frequency that you're allowing to amplify the witchcraft, or to amplify people to act like that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, on a worldly standpoint, yes, on a physical standpoint, there's government agencies, There is people that just don't like you, that are offended by your presence, that don't like, they're irritated by your existence. And you know what I mean? You've been blackballed for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't like the moves that you're making, or you're not part of something that they already deem that you should be part of. So when you're going against a force like that, you need to lean on God. And there's maybe you're not giving God that intimacy. And once you give God just a little bit more intimacy and pray and push out on faith, I guarantee somebody out of 9 demons, that one angel will give you opportunity. Always keep that in mind. When you are apart from God, you can do nothing. When you depart from God, you can do nothing. Separated from God, you can do nothing, especially as a chosen one. You've been set apart. But when you align yourself with the Bible and you align yourself with God and you allow God to change things and humble yourself down, then opportunities will arise. There's nothing that you cannot do. Even though the gang stalkers are going to be there, it's going to be extremely difficult and uncomfortable. But you got to know what you in it for. To get the bag, go home, and be financially prosperous enough where you can accomplish your goals, you know what I'm saying? And build your faith on God. You get what I'm saying? So once you have a mindset like that, everything should be okay, family. With that being said, peace.